Welcome back to Spyro, Year of the Dragon. And as you're seeing on the screen right now, once again I forgot to hit record while doing my first run through of the Crystal Islands. So, pretty much what we have here is just my little way of giving the game a sense of conclusion. So all levels have been seen and played throughout this Let's Play. As for what happened last time, we cleared through the other main levels of the Midnight Mountain region, and now it's time to take on the Sorceress. Despite the fact that there is still one harbor level left, but we'll be doing that after we win this fight. But before we get to this zone, we still gotta finish this level up. And honestly, I can say that this slide was a lot more reasonable in comparison to the one put into the Haunted Tomb. That one had a very strict case where if you tried to hug the wall, well, you were destined to just fall off and die. And this one's only slightly better about it. But we'll get through. Yes, we do. And there we go. As for the Bentley section, we do get to do a repeat of it as need be every time you come and revisit. But the mission is basically just this: whack all the moles before. And don't hit any of the gnomes while you're going through, and before time runs out. Ooh, that was too close. As for the last section here, there's an egg there. Here, you chase a thief throughout this area. Yeah, and then you go on top. And that is all we got for Crystal Islands. Unlike the fight with Ripto, we don't have any orbs that give us extra powers. And unlike the nasty Nork fight, the Sorceress is immune to our regular abilities. So this is now just a fight of attrition, where we must hold off by dodging her attacks, which include a storm of blue orbs, a super flame shot, and a stun shield. When we get close. All the while, we wait for Agent 9 to shoot down the means to hurt her. There are 3 of those in total. A stationary cannon, for when she's at full health. A hover tank, for when she's at about a third to about half. And then a UFO saucer, which can go up and down and up and down. Occasionally, Agent 9 will shoot down little sheep so that we can keep our health up. But this is really going to be Spyro's fight through and through, because at any given point, you can fall and get landed into the lava over there. But then she doesn't have anything like telekinesis where she just throws you out there. In gaming news today, there's a mix of both good and bad coming in from me. On the good end, the rumored release of Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green was actually true after all. This digital re-release will be coming to the Switch's eShops next Friday, after the Pokemon Presents set for 9 AM. Both games will be sold at $19.99 a pop and are set at 40 megabytes in terms of size on your hard drive. And yet, the biggest thing I'm hoping to happen on this release actually comes from its support with the Pokemon Home app. I hope that the app will have support for these releases, but in a much more expanded way when compared to its predecessor, Pokemon Bank, and its handling of the Gen 1 and Gen 2 releases for the 3DS. You see, back then, they only had, all 6 of these re-releases did have support for Pokemon Bank, but only via a one-way transfer to the bank itself. You want to be able to You want to be able to bring old Pokemon from that were part of the Pokedex for this game that you had in the bank and wanted to bring it into your main file on the game? You couldn't do that. You want to be able to bring your Pokemon up into the modern days, which at the time would be Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. You can do that, and they're only a one-way trick. This made it harder unless you had a hacked 3DS. Yes, to complete the dex on just one save file, because now you have to play it the official way. You better hope you have two 3DSs at the time, a friend playing the game alongside you, so you can get the version exclusives. Yes, or you are prepared to hack the game at any given point. Because it's also cut out the ability to transfer your Pokemon to the Nintendo Switch versions of the Stadium games, which were out and still around when Pokemon Bank was still operating. So what I really hope happens with home support will be as follows. 1. All Pokemon from the first 3 generations can be transferred between home and digital releases. This is as long as said Pokemon don't have any moves or abilities learned in future generations. So of course, that means no Speed Boost Blazekins. Deal with it. 2. Any off-screen tampering or hacking will be detected before transfers are commenced, which is already done pretty regularly, as is. And 3. You will only be able to transfer Pokemon that are part of the regional Pokedex during your journey. So if you want anything from Gen 2 or Gen 3 before you get the National Dex, you will be locked off until it is officially unlocked. Once that's done, it'll be marked by home once you boot up the save file in the app. And then finally, number 4, the Ruby and Sapphire Plate quests, which are probably one of my favorite parts of Fire Red and Leaf Green's offerings, will still be honored to bring over version exclusive Pokemon upon completion. This last hope is coming about because I hope the plan for the Pokemon Company and Nintendo is that the other remakes, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, will also get the same digital re-release treatment in 2029 and 2032, respectively. As for what else I'm hoping to see on the presents itself, well, pop in on Monday when we go in for the new part of Pokemon Yellow Legacy, as I'll be talking about it there. Look forward to it. As for what's happening on screen, well, even though this is my second go about, we're still being chased and hunted down as hard as possible. And that was way too much of a close call, because if the Sorceress pops you at any given point, it also destroys whatever weapon you're on. Ugh. Come on, just a little more. More and we're done. Come on, either just launch something or but stop freaking trying to trail me. Okay, that was a good dodge. And baskets. Alright, there's only one shot that can be in this. Okay, that wasn't necessarily what I wanted, but you got it. Cool. Agent 9, if you could drop another frickin' one, that would be nice. Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. Back at full health. We're in safety. Please shoot down one more UFO so I can end this. Come on. Dodge. Today, Agent 9... Oh, there it is. And you're through. And with that, the quest is almost done. But the adventure continues. With only 6 eggs left, and a dearth of treasure that has been conveniently being kept by Moneybags, let's go ahead and finish this, what's effectively going to be our last cleanup here, before the grand finale.
Just before you kicked the Sorceress's big, fat, ugly butt, she built a factory to make robotic bugs. They're meant to fight Sparx, but I don't think they're any match for it.
No, not yet. I'm gonna get you last. Our first little stop is right here. One thing I really wish happened is because we got that we got that third power up, it would then increase our health bar to 8. But they didn't bother, either with the original version of the game or here in Reignited. So let's go ahead and get this done. Okay, first one here is just that bug with the key, which I will chase. Well, while all that happened, I guess I can talk a little bit about the bad news that's coming on the gaming side. What is the bad news that's coming? Well, another executive switch-up has happened at Xbox Game Studios. For after 8 years of working her way up the ladder at Microsoft, Sarah Bond has resigned from her position as president of Xbox Game Studios. While Phil Spencer, the longtime CEO of the division, has decided to retire after 12 years of trying to keep things afloat. Through the Xbox One, through the troubled development of the Series S and X, the acquisition of Activision Blizzard, and of Bethesda. Here are both of them, well, effectively being shown the door. Their de facto replacement, as the new head of Xbox Game Studios, is Asha Sharna, the current president of Microsoft AI department. Prior to her employment at Microsoft, Asha Sharna was coming off a 3-year tenure as the COO of Instacart, and before that, a 4-year stint as the vice president of products and engineering at Meta, helping put together both Facebook Messenger and Instagram Direct. Alongside her position, Sharma also serves as the board member of the South Korean e-commerce company Coupang, along with being part of the board of directors at the Home Depot. So I ask you, dear viewer, and I ask you very seriously, does any of this, of what Asha Sharna has done prior to her joining at Microsoft, seem to invoke confidence that she can competently run a video game company? Because I just do not see it. At best, I see is little more than just another corporate stooge being put in to fill in a hole and push for another department's product to be implemented into everything about it. So, best case scenario I see out of this is that, well, we just got Microsoft will continue to push for multi-platform releases on their competitors, while the actual Xbox division it'll be there. That's it. And worst case scenario, well, look at the end times. That's because this has always been the albatross of Microsoft's very large company. And rather than try to fix it to make it work better, well, they'll just move on to something else because they already have a fallback plan ready to go. What do you think is in the cards for Xbox with this new switch up in management? Let me know down in the comments, but please keep it civil down there. Back to what's going on the screen. This is pretty much just your run-of-the-mill mission. We have 4 doors. You take out each one of these bugs, get their key, and then inevitably move on to the boss fight. Also, we take that. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Gotta get back into position so I don't get completely swarmed. I really wish I had like the spread shot here, but I don't. There you go. Down you go. Down you go. Okay, that was a little bit scary, but I think we're safe for now. And of course, now I get the power up I need. Power up I wish I could just save for the boss fight. Heal up because we don't want to waste here. That's clear. Alright, bottom. Do your worst. I think its spawner is just conveniently just nearby where I can't line up the shots. Okay, that's to the boss arena. So let's head down here and get its key. Come on, go down. And there we go. Ooh. Oh, nice try there. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Otherwise we're going in this practically just a 1-point wonder. Oh, you go down already? Yep. Here's hoping for the best. Okay, for the boss, it's just a centipede. Just gotta follow, keep out of its shot, and wait until it gets to the halfway point, because then it splits into 2 smaller ones. And, well, then that happens. Wait, what are you doing? You can tell at this point I was not looking at the screen. You know where I didn't think to pause. Over, shoot. Well, at least none of them are just adding more to spawn to keep this busy. Because otherwise we'd be swarmed in a little more than an instant. Come on, get him. Okay, and there we go. Another egg saved. Alright, let's roll out.
Remember, Sparx can break open treasure chests, and using the guidebook, warp you to any level you want.
Well, neither ability seem actually useful here in Harbor Speedway. Well, once again, it's pretty much the standard you got. Yes, we have a race with the blue-footed Boobies, and basically your standard time attack. And of course, Hunter is somewhere in the level. So let's get to it. As for this being one, I was hoping to have another repeat like we have at Honey Speedway, where we're in, we're out, and this is basically minimal effort on my part to complete. But there will be no such shelter here on Harbor Speedway. Because they basically put all the speed boosters well out of the way so that you can do all the little things. So it's just, and of course, those last little fish down there make this harder than it needs to be. In the event that you fall over, that's when you just start supercharging. And crap, that's because I just missed another. Yeah. Well, that was a complete waste. Let's try again. And start with the lobsters this time, because they ain't moving anywhere, and it puts us in position to the fish. Down, 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 down. Okay, kind of back on our feet. So let's go and take the rest of these out. Alright, that's one down. Okay. 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 Got him. Alright, gonna be cutting this close. Just gotta find it, and thank you for being conveniently nearby. One more. Go, 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 go. 1, 2. Well.
Where do these flying saucers keep coming from?
Whoa, that was close.
Another one, grab an egg and fly off. This one's super fast, but his saucer is damaged and it's leaving.
Alright, now to find Hunter.
Keep up with them as long as I can make it through those rings.
Should be over by the light. By this lighthouse. Oh wait, yeah, this one. They should have spruced up this place a little bit.
Where are these? I'm gonna check. I'll be right.
Okay. So why are you in the wings when you have a biplane, Hunter? Even better, you could have something that you could use. You could have your ray gun, where you could just shoot the thing down and then free the egg.
Where are these flying I'm gonna
Bone just a little further. Seriously, Saucer, you couldn't. I don't know why you want to play this little game of horse with me. But every time you do, you gotta freak. Now we can do this. But I'm gonna beat this, even though it takes me all over the Speedway to do it.
Where do these fly? I'm gonna check. I'll be right.
Okay, that counts. 9. Okay, what is with that? 1 sec. Okay, we're coming up on the spot where I keep whipping it. Right. Get yourself in position. Deep turn. Got him. Got him. Got him. Oh, you've gotta be kidding me.
Where do these fly? I'll be right.
Okay, that was a screw up on my part.
Where do these flying? I'll be right back.
Ugh.
Yes!
Okay. For this race, the blue food at Boobies can be taken down with both missiles or with your flame breath. Problem is, just like the other ones, you gotta catch up to them using the boost. And many of the various boost signals here are kept in places that will send you off course if you don't plan this right. Like this. What they expect you to do is to chain all 4 of them at once. Come on. We'll also do that. And still you can screw up that way. Alright, here we go. Okay, genuinely, that was a screw up on my part. Sorry. And I'm just wondering why I thought this was a good idea. Okay, here we go. The next one. Ooh. That was far too close for comfort. Okay, got him. Up. Alright, we got fifth. Now we just gotta hold it. Like I said, hold it. Okay, boost. And I think I just passed by the missile. There we go. And that's him up enough that he's not gonna go after the boost. Alright. Got fourth. Keep it. Get the next missile. Got it. Up. Just gotta catch up. And gotcha. Alright, final lap. And right now we need to kick it in because you see the third one, the one in second place right there. Yeah, but I don't see the one in first place. And with me missing that missile, I'm probably not going to see it anytime soon. Go. Speed. Okay. Down. Alright, one more time. Yeah, there's a fire truck going on outside. Two, three, four. That's one down. Ooh, that was too close. Okay, duly noted. Do not go after that boost again unless you feel you can thread the needle. Payback. Ah! The main reason why I'm leaving this footage out in as much as this is to show you Yes, I do fail. And it takes a while for me to get a successful run going. Nope, we're not gonna do that. Get the missile. And get this boost. Easy. Yeah, that was a bit more safer. We got 4. Let's get over to 3. Gotcha. And shoot. Walk. Alright, we're up to 3rd. Here, see the top 2 over there. Just gotta thread the chain right here, like this. Gotcha. And I'm double tapping just to make sure. Alright, there's only 1 left. Says stay back, and this is what you get. Got it? Alright, there's our first placement. Get up there. I gotta catch it. Yeah, it's just it's like he's just racing a perfect race. But I think I just might be able to catch him just once I get to that place, because once again he doesn't go to thread the needle of the boost there. 2, 3, 4. Where are you? There you are. Pop him. Got him. Double tap just to make sure. Nope. Stay back. This is my race now. Okay, and there's the finish line. Did it. Ugh. Alright, that leaves 2 eggs left to gain. Once we do it, the game will be complete. And speaking of one of those eggs, let's pay a visit to Moneybags. Okay. I know you're here. Ooh, what's this? At the time, I really thought this just takes me back into the credits scene, but it doesn't. So we're just gonna fly off, because at the very end of that platform, are 3 extra lives. Alright. And there's Moneybags. You'd think he would have the sense to leave instead of just waiting around here until I came back. But you live and learn.
I won't be needing any more of your money. Now, don't look so surprised. I found one of the dragon eggs, and I'm going to sell it for a fortune back at Evelar. Uh-oh. Why are you looking at me like that?
You're going to what?
I've got to be going now. Toodles!
I'll give you a 5-second head start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51,
Drat! Double drat! Drat, 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 drat! I never knew dragons were so fast! That's it! I give up! I'm retiring to Spooky Swamp to become a haiku poet.
and with that, we now have 149 eggs and 15,000 dragon gems. Only one level is left here in the Forgotten World, and that is the Sorceress in Inner Keep. So tune in next time as we put an end to Spyro, Year of the Dragon. Until then, folks. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see. And I'll see you next time.